Bill C-11 creates a new category of web media called online undertakings and gives the CRTC the same power to regulate them and require them to invest in Canadian content, even though they are not required to apply for licenses. And while they put the exemption back in this new version, they went on to also include an exemption to the exemption, making it effectively meaningless. Unfortunately, this is another bill which this government seeks to pass, dictating to industries what is best for them, rather than listening to the experts and stakeholders. Numerous experts, such as law professors and former CRT commissioners, believe that this bill threatens the right to free speech. As we know, Section 2B of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms guarantees the right to free speech, which can only be exercised effectively if you have the ability to be heard. Law professor Michael Geist explains, and I quote, "To be clear, the risk with these rules is not that the government will restrict the ability for Canadians to speak, but rather that the bill could impact their ability to be heard. In other words, the CRTC will not be positioned to stop Canadians from posting content, but will have the power to establish regulations that could prioritize or deprioritize certain content, mandate warning labels, or establish other conditions with the presentation of the content, including algorithmic outcomes." The government has insisted that this isn't the goal of the bill. If so, the solution is obvious. No other country in the world seeks to regulate user content in this way, and it should be removed from the bill because it does not belong in the Broadcasting Act, end quote. This government wants to give bureaucrats living in Ottawa the sole discretion of determining what content should be considered Canadian and what should be shown to Canadians at large. Setting aside concerns regarding free speech for a moment, this bill also threatens the livelihood of individual content creators, artists, and influencers who earn their living through the videos they post on social media and the advertising revenue that they generate. By their testimony, many fear they will not qualify under the CRTC's rules promoting certified content. They are also afraid of the effects of regulation on their international audiences. Canadian creators don't need the Canadian media industry to intercede for them to succeed. Canadians are already punching above their weight, and there are many success stories. The reason we have so many Canadian success stories is because we allow the creativity of Canadian creators to flourish. We do not throttle it with excessive bureaucracy or red tape. In the current landscape, content creators rise to the top through the merit of their content. The internet offers infinite opportunity for new creators to reach audiences worldwide, allowing small creators to build up audiences through their own creativity and determination. This bill seeks to stifle that freedom, only allowing those creators that the government deems worthy to be seen. Instead of your search bar directing you to the content you're looking for, it will direct you to the content the government has approved and wants you to see. Yet another case of government gatekeepers picking winners and losers based on their own arbitrary criteria.